BLUF Gaming here with a standard 4-way roundabout for Factorio 0.15x that enables trains to come in on any of the right lanes and leave on any of the left lanes, including back in the direction it came from. It can handle a fairly high throughput of trains, and the larger you make these straightaways, the more trains it should be able to handle without stoppage, and the shorter you make it, well, the more stops you'll see, like this one right here. If you follow any direct straightaway along the edge, you'll see that there are 4 rail signals, no chain signals, and you have 1 rail signal as it enters, 1 before the merge, 1 before the split, and 1 at the exit. This is true for all 4 sides, and the only other lights necessary are inside of the triangle here as a turning train merges. This design can be improved to make right turns easier, and I'll cover that in another video. If you'd like to see the details, stick around. Okay, unlike my normal videos, I'm not going to build this from scratch at this point, but instead just talk more in detail about what's going on. As you can see, on any given right lane, the trains are coming in and they immediately meet this block right here. If you aren't familiar with blocks, whenever you have a light, or a rail signal I should say, it looks until the next rail signal and it forms an area called a block. However, here we have this rail signal which can go left or straight. And so it has a block that goes straight from this rail signal to this rail signal. Because these 2 blocks cross each other, they are considered a single block. Anytime there's a train inside of this block, all lights leading into it will turn red. So we have these 2 lights, which are our only 2 ways into this block, turning red anytime you see a train go this way or this way. Like so. So that's how each of these direct crosses work that come in. So another block to look at is this block. We have this light, which sees a block until this one, and this light which sees a block until this one. So these 2 signals both turn red anytime there's a train here. So one issue with this design is that very long trains, say if a long train comes in and stops at this light because it's waiting for somebody to come over here, a long train might have a car blocking this direction as well. If you had 4 very long trains, they could deadlock. So you want to make sure that the size of your roundabout is commensurate to the size of the trains you have running through it. If you don't have very many trains or very long trains, you can make this even smaller. This particular design has 4 straight tracks before a turn on each side. You could make that more or less, all depending on the size of trains and the amount of traffic that you have at your factory. This design is not optimized for right turns. That's not to say that it can't allow trains to go right. If a train's coming from this direction and it needs to go this direction, it has to travel all the way around, and you can improve that by making a track. Excuse me.
And if you think there's something wrong here, it's probably 'cause I don't belong here. There's a song
and you can improve that by making a track that goes from here up here and having the appropriate rail signals there. I'll cover that design in another video. Typically, whenever you're leaving a roundabout and leaving your factory, you'll have the 2 rails come together and form a long chain like this that goes out to minimize the amount of clearing you have to do with forests and the amount of areas you're unable to access due to water or whatever might be in your way. However, as you can see, I'm working in a limited space, so they don't always come together. I just have them looping around as often as possible. I recommend building a roundabout such as this, even in cases when you don't have 4 directions of travel at the current moment, because you may later expand to go in another direction. Even if you're just dealing with, say, 3 directions, go ahead and build the roundabout. Later that 4th direction may be helpful. Likewise, if you have the space, go ahead and make the right turn rails to make this less cumbersome on your logistics. Thanks for watching Bottom Line Up Front. Let me know if you have any particular designs you'd like to see, or if you have any questions about the designs that we've covered. That's all for now, engineers. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get our videos as soon as they come out.